The Woe of Roanoke, Epilogue, January the 5th, 1617, Palace of Westminster, London, England. The royal spinster, saggy spent, 12 more years of pounding, was dangerously discontent. John Rolfe was there, recounting. Rolfe's hardy backy botany had saved the Jamestown flop. Now leader of that colony, made rich with backy crop. Rolfe wed Powhatan's daughter, they'd invite to the palace, where spoke of essential slaughter of the second Sawney malice. The king cringed tell of Matoir's hell, conscious of Matoika. The princess gagging on the smell, seeping out his cracker. James sat in shit in fluster, thought to figure who the fault. Blamed the colony's investor, the secular Sir Walt. Raleigh, skating on thin ice for spurning gay approaches, was soon to pay a heady price for subjects Rolfe was broaching. America and Raleigh's theme to raise the English flag, damned him to die, to dare to dream, thought suckled on a fag. The atheists antagonized, no sign of El Dorado, no gold or parting of the thighs, rebuffed him with bravado. And now in foreign places there were seeds of James's shame, same seed that caused more feces, being seed with native names. Pocahontas got so gravely ill, James vowed aloud vendettas, swore in shout his banes to kill, promised plague his debtors, swore he'd neutralise all offspring, vow he'd use all of his means, hunt all kin born to the wing, exterminate the beans. Lord N sat in attendance, knew the fallout from this scene, knew ordered duel the menace, slay the seeds of Sawney Bean. Rebecca Rolfe set home to sail, leaving James to fester, nay noble king, more like a frail, foul and sour court jester. Poor Pocahontas died that spring, the virus hard to weather, caught her ailment off of the king, who'd raved the tale forever. Rolfe buried her in a grave in Kent, then fled across the Atlantic, left the king his hatred vent, that saw him foaming frantic. James had just released his holy book, now blank with degradation, vowed destroy the tainted look of those born in that new nation. The starving time was at an end, or Potemkin relented. Relationships were on the mend, reversed by he tormented. King James. Reappeared, dread hair infernal, my ears do ring of Rolfe's vocal portal. Been again, as if eternal, and if that fucking red's immortal. Oh, how my poor ears shrilly ring, and the ring is getting shriller. There is no rest for God's own king, till end seeds of the cannibal killer. It is I by God elected, it is I who's in the lurch, I divine by God anointed, who must kill to serve the church. God made I the divine ruler, sent to govern by his hand, not to tolerate them by crawler, that son that sailed to that new land. Bean tribe still are so painful thorny, pricks me in for all it's worth. Now grandsons of that killer Sawney still do pollute my hallowed earth. Narrator. The king ordered royal censors to wipe most of John Smith's journal, forbade on death to chatter, talk or write upon this matter, to bury deep the dreadful story of the tragic Eton colony. James paid for agitated, in Tuscarora spies, financed the red genocide to wipe the emerald eyes, massacred the native tribes in forests, towns and beaches. A multitude would lose their lives, motive of fecal breaches. Embarrassment by prophecies Powhatan was proclaiming, the myths, the cannibals, the copied case inflaming. James flamed a stoke what went down there. That fucking flaming ginger hair, this chief that killed it in its year. I am the one, not Powhatan, who'd stopped red devil's spread. But again he'd pooped his pantalon, so bandit writ or read. I have on my side angels, seems Sawney's scenes the crows. I'll expurgate fooled fables, free the world of fibber foes. Could it be this blasphemy, O Roanoke's woeful flight? Omens fulfilled with thousands killed, another Sawney blight. Things bride and said as tearful bled, oh, most regret I scorning. And the vows most infantile, noisy wedding warning. King James I and Sawney's genes marked the next foul relations, initiated war machines in Powhatan Anglo nations. They'd contaminated the New World, friends transformed to fiends. Virginia's Holocaust unfurled by Stuart and the Beans. Matois was not the last one. Madman believed Messiah. More rejects were to follow on, as sheep will seek pariahs. The end.